In a bustling village nestled between verdant hills, there lived a man named Ravi. Ravi was a diligent craftsman, known for his beautiful woodwork. However, despite his skill and hard work, he was perpetually frustrated and sad. He worried incessantly about the future, feared failure, and often felt overwhelmed by the pressures of life. One day, after a particularly challenging week, Ravi heard that the enlightened Buddha was meditating in a nearby forest. Desperate for guidance, he decided to seek Buddha's wisdom, hoping to find solace and clarity. Ravi walked through the serene forest until he found Buddha meditating under a grand banyan tree. The sight of Buddha, so peaceful and composed, gave Ravi a glimmer of hope. He approached quietly and bowed deeply, showing his respect. "Great teacher," Ravi began, his voice trembling with emotion. "I work tirelessly, yet I feel no peace. My mind is constantly troubled by fears and worries. How can I find a way to calm my mind and find happiness?" Buddha opened his eyes and looked at Ravi with compassion. "Sit with me, Ravi," he said gently. "Let me tell you a story." Ravi sat down, eager to absorb Buddha's wisdom. "Once," Buddha began, "there was a man who lived in a village much like yours. He too was skilled and hard-working, but was never at peace. One day, he decided to meditate by a river, hoping to find some tranquility. As he sat by the river, he saw a leaf floating on the water. The leaf drifted effortlessly, carried by the current. The man realized that his life was like the leaf, subject to the flow of events beyond his control. He understood that he could not control the river, but he could choose how he responded to its currents." Buddha paused, allowing Ravi to reflect on the story. The man learned to accept the flow of life, embracing both the calm and the turbulent currents. He found peace, not by trying to control everything, but by accepting what he could not change and focusing on his own actions and thoughts. Ravi listened intently, feeling a sense of resonance with the story. "But how can I accept the things I cannot control without feeling hopeless?" he asked. Buddha smiled kindly. "By cultivating mindfulness and compassion. When you focus on the present moment and act with kindness towards yourself and others, you free your mind from the burdens of the past and the worries of the future. Mindfulness allows you to see things as they are, without the distortions of fear and anxiety." Ravi nodded, beginning to understand. "So, I should live in the present and be kind to myself and others?" "Yes," Buddha replied. "And remember that peace comes from within. It is not found in the absence of challenges, but in your response to them. When you encounter difficulties, see them as opportunities to practice patience and resilience. Embrace each moment with an open heart and a calm mind." Ravi felt a wave of relief wash over him. He realized that his constant striving for control was the source of his distress. By letting go and focusing on the present, he could find the peace he longed for. "Thank you, wise one," Ravi said, bowing once more. "I will strive to practice mindfulness and compassion." Buddha nodded, his eyes full of kindness. "Go with peace, Ravi. Remember, true happiness is found within." Inspired by Buddha's words, Ravi returned to his village with a renewed sense of purpose. He continued his craft with a calm and mindful approach, finding joy in the process rather than worrying about the outcome. He practiced kindness towards himself and others, embracing each day with gratitude. Over time, Ravi's life transformed. He no longer felt overwhelmed by worries and fears. Instead, he found contentment and happiness in the simple act of living mindfully and compassionately. The teachings of Buddha had guided him to a life of inner peace and fulfillment,